out in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Austin Armadillos and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. On the ready, 42, Mike's 42. Watch twist. Max, Mike. Pick the edge. Go. Jim. Check 99. Check 99. 13. Check 13. 22. Ready, go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go! Alert flare! Alert flare! 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 Let's play! Check 50! Check 50! Switch! Go! Check 26! Out!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Undercrush. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Watch the twist. Check. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's coming. Check in. I'm scared. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Watch the safety creep. Hey! Shit!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's a good shot. That's a good
What's the old
shot.
expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's just me.
Protein spill.
It's just me and you. Check 43. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Switch.
Hey, lock it.
Check 9. Check 9.
Snap.
They'll run it. This is Michel.
Rhino.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
36. Hey, we got to get this stop.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Marquise Brown.
Let's go. Let's
They'll
go.
take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Bang, squeeze. Bang, bang. Under 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here I come. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. All day, just like that. Just like that. Go. Slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 28.
From the gun, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Armadillos nothing.
Ready up. Mike 4-2. Rip left. Rip anywhere. Alert 3.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. He's the outlaw. Jack. Watch safety creep. Go. Yeah. He's coming. Double up.
Pollard going to try the right side. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch out. Joker.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
On the ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sponge. No.
Go.
Stay at home. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Check.
Go.
On the ground is Michelle. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Okay, ready?
Mike, 6. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Yes, yes. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
We got this. First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Okay, ready. Mike 51. You. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's cracked. Hey. He's checking crack.
49, check 49. Hey. Check 49.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle.
Check.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Check 52. Check. What? Back.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Here we go. Safe. Watch twins. Mike 6. Watch the slant.
Hey, go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert.
Hey! Pop. Hey, Zoo! Hey, Delta!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First down, and it's Pollard again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 44-yard line.
Let's go!
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65.
Take screen. Check 4. Screen.
Check. Fresno.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
42's Mike. You got night. Go. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he cuts it out right sideline. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Armadillo 7. Justin Tucker set to
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the edge.
And it's Michel once again. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Set, ready, 15, Lonnie, 15 line.
Here we go. Chance. Kill. Watch that.
Now.
You got to get moving. Now.
On 3rd down, Michel, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Quick the edge.
Rock it. Yep.
Jim. Check 99. Check 99.
Yo, go, go.
Check 13. Check 13.
Go. Shoot.
On first down, Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready up. General West. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Leo. Go. On the ball.
Second and 13. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Sam off. Yeah, hit it.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, turn it up. Zip it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Pollard again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Come for you.
Hey, check 24. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Let it go.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Right. We got double up.
Hey, switch gears.
Watch the safety creep.
Shit.
Check 81.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam, slam, slam.
Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now they'll be 3rd and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Rotate, he's back. 51. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, hey, watch edge, watch edge. Kill, kill, kill. 36, 36. Switch, switch.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
D-line, get that quarterback. Bang, 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 bang. Under 10, under 10, 10. 61, match box. Right, slam, slam, slam. Check 37, check 37. Yup, yup. Pump, 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 pump.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Armadillos 14, Patriots 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
Fair.
Four down. Hey, alert.
Hey, Charlie. They go.
2nd and 11. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Hey. 5.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey!
36 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike, 36. Mike, 30.
You're out!
Let's go one more. Watch it.
Get it!
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
218, chopper. Look at me, zipper. Hustle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
36 to Mike. It's a party now. Mike, 36. Mike.
Look at me. Go.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Go.
Watch the whip.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Come on now. Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Tighten up.
No. Go back. We got motion.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Don't be scared of it.
Run for the 2, Jet. Run for the 2, Jet.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check your hot read. Check nickel. He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Fournette, a first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 49. Check 49. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Pollard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You must be dreaming. Check, 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 check.
Back. Tight dog.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Topper!
Line 36. Line 36. I'm going to run you over.
Now.
He's back to throw. He's got Smith here. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Line 36. Line 36. I'm coming. 36.
Yep.
36 to Mike.
Go. Shoot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.J. Nelson, 39 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Switch it. Come on. Check safety.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there. 51 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It got his man complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh, yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who traveled to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Skirt right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious. I don't got no limits.